No, that gotta die. I saw that nigga completely different after that. After he just kept beating the woman with a gun.
You know,
Yeah, you're already huge.
yeah, I thought he was taking shots at her like stomach or something. I didn't think he was hitting her in the face.
I didn't think so either. I knew he was hitting her in the face, but I was like, I'm looking like I know he didn't hit her with the gun.
You are now tuned into Black on Black Prime.
Disclaimer, like I said, every episode, we don't care if we liked it or not. We still watch your shit, and congratulations to you. We support you, and shout outs to you because you made it. We don't know you. We're watching this. Your movie. Anybody around the world can watch your shit. You made it. You famous. You good.
Just like always, if you didn't ask for our opinion, we didn't ask you to listen to it. So, sorry.
Click and turn it off.
Bow down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bow down when we come to your town and sell crack, which we don't. But in this show, they do. This is for Snowfall. And not like I've said this 6 times. I'm gonna say it. This is the first time I've ever said this.
It's brand new. We just started.
This shit just started. This is my prediction. Well, not my prediction. This season is going to determine for me what the greatest drama series of all time is. Because right now, it's like a battle between this and The Wire.
Okay.
This season is going to determine for me the greatest drama series of all time.
Yeah, I think I definitely like The Wire, but I don't feel like I watched The Wire all the way through. Like, I caught The Wire mid, like the kids was growing up, people had died already.
You got it at the end.
Yeah, so it was like, and I used to always fast forward when they went to the police stuff.
I would say that is the worst part of The Wire. I don't give a fuck about none of that government shit, none of that what's happening in the police. Like, it was cool in the beginning when they were actually doing the wiretap shit, seeing them in the streets doing the shit was cool. But then when they got to this is what's going on with the government, and this is the mayor, and this, I didn't give a fuck about none of that shit.
Yeah, real shit. And I think that's the only thing that like deterred me like from the series, period. Like, it was just like I liked the part when it came to like Snoop and Chris and Marlo, like all of that was I watched the fuck out of that.
Right.
But just that part, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna fast forward. So I feel like I always feel like I missed something.
Right.
I wasn't dedicated.
Which I don't want to say you did or you didn't. It's part of the show, but like I said, I never fast forwarded, but I don't give a fuck about it either.
Yeah, and I think that for this show, Snowfall, I ain't gonna lie to you, even though I like the full show, but I still don't care about Teddy, Gustavo, and all of the other characters that's not like in Franklin's circle.
Yeah, we more. I agree. I think that might be just because we Black.
Black on Black Prime. Subscribe.
Right. So Gustavo's story don't bother me too much, but it's like don't linger on it too long. And then Teddy shit is sometimes Teddy shit was interesting, but
it was when he was working with Franklin like on the regular. I feel like now he just on his own. Like, you could tell he's definitely a part of something, but I just feel at this point I was like, man, they need to get killed this nigga's character. I don't care about him anymore.
Right. Interesting you say that because there's somebody else I want to die now. But anyway, so the season opens up with where were we at? We open up with what the fuck did they open up? Because I'm running both episodes together in my mind.
Oh, so in the beginning, like, so at the end of the series, of course, like Franklin steals the money from Louis and Jerome. So it's
right,
like
shit got real.
Yeah, so it pretty much starts off with them getting to the scene of the crime. Remember that little girl that was sitting on the stoop at our house? And she, like, her daddy had got killed, the one that was watching the door of those stash houses. So it literally started off where it ended. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't no time that went by. It was like, yo, this just happened the night before. And you know what I mean? And
you know what's crazy?
Found out.
You know what's crazy? What you bringing up that little girl? I think she's going to be in every episode.
Yeah, she's like that. I don't know if you ever seen Breaking Bad, but they always like have that like
The nigga said, "Have I ever seen Breaking Bad? Are you crazy?"
I mean, it's a white show. You know what I mean? It's black on black prime.
Hey, I love everything, man. Breaking Bad is one of the greatest shows ever made.
Is the greatest show ever made.
Yeah, goddamn. We'll talk about that some other time.
Is the greatest show ever
one of.
Is. But like I guess like it's I don't know whether she's gonna come back in the end. Maybe I don't know if she's gonna like because at this point it's like we know whose daughter she is.
Whose daughter was she?
One of the dudes that was working at the stash house.
Oh, I mean, you said it like that nigga was important.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He's not important. So it's just like it's one thing if we would have saw her and not known anything about her. It's just like, damn, who is she connected to? We know who she's connected to. So at this point, she might be like you speaking of The Wire, she might be like the nigga, what was his name? Kenai. Like she might fuck around and pop somebody at the end on some like kill my daddy.
Well, right. That's what I mean. Because it's like the lingering scene they gave her. Like you see her with the crying at the site.
Yeah.
And then in the second episode they show, you see her at the dinner table looking at them like she's looking at Jerome like, nigga, you again.
Yeah. I think she's going to be the nigga that killed Omar in The Wire.
Right. I don't yeah, I can see that happening though.
Mm-hmm. Like, you killed my daddy.
Mm-hmm. You the reason. You the reason.
I think her little hand's gonna be holding up a Glock.
That little boy, Bob Franklin, too.
Hey, what you doing, little girl? Bow. Credits.
The little boy that was looking at Franklin like, nigga, I don't want no ice cream truck money, nigga.
I know you got money, cuz.
But so that's where we come in with Louis and them standing there talking to the police at the yellow tape of the crime scene.
Right.
And then they of course know who did it.
Well, I mean, like I feel like Louis knows. Jerome ain't too sure. He wasn't too sure yet. Like, cause Louis is already like, she already got a gun pulled on her by Franklin, so she's just like, yo, Franklin did this shit. Like, we know, you know what I mean? Like, this ain't we have to guess, you know what I mean? But yeah. So far, like the way I like when shows like they don't go into like a whole nother thing. That's why I thought the season was gonna start. Like I was like, man, like show me what I just saw, just so it can kind of like refresh my memory a little bit. Like don't do no like
fantasy shit
and like take me through a whole adventure before you get to the real shit. Like okay, like we know what happened. Let's get into it. And I feel like this season is starting off pretty strong. Keep it real.
And I honestly feel like they had to, because last season, while it wasn't the worst, there was a lot of bad shit that happened in it. And I don't mean bad like storyline, I mean bad like imagination type shit. Well, I guess storyline, yeah. Like it was some bullshit happening with the tiger, with the fucking
I remember that fucking episode. I was like, word.
Right? With the high party. It was like they were just doing imagination shit.
Yeah.
So they gotta go back to the roots of it to finish the shit off.
Right. Yeah. And it you can tell, like, it being the finale, the season finale, or the series finale. Every episode is gonna have something big going on, because at this point they can't bullshit.
Right.
They only got 10 episodes. Like it's time to wrap up some ends. Like somebody's gonna die every episode.
Mm-hmm. What? Didn't nobody die in the first 2 episodes?
Shit, no, yes they did.
Oh yeah.
Yes, they did.
And I didn't want to jump to that scene, because that scene switched a lot of shit in my mind.
Yeah, so I mean it's coming in, it's coming in strong.
Right. So I want to say in the damn, I'm mixing both episodes together, but Gustavo is you can tell he tired of this nigga Teddy.
Yeah, like at this point, I knew he's gonna give Teddy up. You know what I mean? Like it ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about it. I think he's tired of being in the game. Period. He just wants money so he can get the fuck up. He can do his family thing. He be out. He wants out. You can tell that for sure in the first and the second episode.
Right. Why do they keep still bringing up D-Ray's character?
Peaches. Yeah. What's how you say it? Peaches. I just feel like there's something that didn't he steal some money from him, from what I
He stole.
remember?
So supposedly he stole all the money.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much what this show is about. It's about revenge and getting yours back. Because if you think about it, all this family drama, all this shit's going on over money. You know what I mean? Jerome and Franklin's relationship right now is in shambles because of money he stole. But technically, like, was it his money that he like? Wasn't it Franklin's money to begin with? Like Franklin made that money, but it was Jerome's money because Jerome, like, I don't know. I just know that it's like right now they playing tug of war over some bread that technically is both of theirs.
You know, it's funny that they're doing like they real life beefing and like killing, but they don't want to kill each other at the same time. Because there's no way they can't find Franklin.
Oh yeah, they know where he at.
Yeah, they know exactly where he at. But it's like he stole from us. We want to kill him, but we got to make sure it's like they tearing at heartstrings, but they part of the game too.
They can't kill him because they want the money. It's more than his death that they want. They want the money. So if they kill Franklin, they'll never get the money or the product.
But at the same time, they got enough to get back on their feet too.
When they stole from the girls, right?
Not just that, they got the remember Teddy fronted them the bricks.
Oh well, yeah, they do. But I guess it's just a principle at this point. It's like,
right,
like, nigga, you stole from me. Like Jerome kept saying, now you stole from me. You know what I mean? Like that nigga's faces be killing me.
Hey, I want to say every scene he looked like he was on the brink of crying or destruction.
Oh yeah, for sure. I swear, man. Jerome was he's playing I don't know if because at some points I'll be looking at this nigga like, yo, why is he doing this? Like it kind of looks like not real. It's funny because the way he making his faces and kind of slanging his weight around.
Yeah,
like Terry Crews and shit. On the other end, it's just like, yo, this nigga's brilliant. Like with this,
hey, he's killing the role.
He's killing his character.
He's killing his role.
Yeah, I fuck with you. Like Jerome is. I don't know if he's my favorite character because like a lot of shit he's doing is like I don't agree with, but yeah, he's one of them. He top 3 for sure.
He gotta die now though.
Oh yeah, and are you telling me the reason why you think he gotta die?
The switch he made when he beat that woman to death. I was like that. Like you could man, in that moment, I was like, nigga, he just lost it all. Like before every other season, like he's been a stand-up dude, like with his morals.
Yeah.
But it was like, nigga, if you at the point where you're beating a woman to death, defenseless woman, like you've lost it all, nigga. You're ready to die. And you see it at the end of episode 2. Like he don't give a fuck no more about life, basically.
Yeah. But yeah, like you can also blame Louis. You know what I mean? Because at this point, Louis is just the instigator. You know what I mean? I feel like she's going to like seal that nigga's fate at the end of this season, or because I don't think they're gonna cut those 2 people out until the ending. Maybe from the second to the last episode, possibly. But you also got to remember that this nigga's so close to this woman. Like the girl that he beat did shoot Louis in one of the seasons.
Right.
So it's just like he probably thinking about all that shit. Like I don't give a fuck about these girls. You know what I mean?
Nah, still.
Kid or not, you know what I mean? Like you shot at us.
No, fuck that. That nigga gotta die. I saw that nigga completely different after that. After he just kept beating the woman with a gun. Nigga, you're already huge.
Yeah, I thought he was taking shots at her like stomach or something. I didn't think he was hitting her in the face.
I didn't think so either. I knew he was hitting her in the face, but I was like, I'm looking like I know he didn't hit her with the gun. And then he did it again. I was like, oh, he's hitting her with a gun. Dude, you are huge already. You already big.
The brakes.
The brakes.
Beat the brakes off. I was like, man, I kind of knew she was gonna, pass after that. Like, especially when they, when she walked up to her and she was passed out, I was like, oh yeah, she ain't surviving that.
Nah, she gone.
Yeah, against the concrete. I was like, yeah, that's a wrap. And at first I thought the kids was in the car still, but I forgot they dropped the kids off.
Hey, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, because I heard when he said you taking them to the drop, I didn't hear what they said. I thought they were saying like, yeah, we taking them.
That should have been crazy. That would have been a wild scene for the kid just to be watching. He didn't know the kids was in there, and the kids just watching him, beat the shit out of. You know what I mean?
I thought So the whole time, because they don't show the backseat. So the whole time they're doing the drop, I'm like, when the dudes got out with the guns, I'm like, something about to happen and they gonna shoot up this car.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking the whole time.
Right.
But then when the police pulled them over, I'm like, oh, they just gonna steal the money and they gonna take the kids. But then they show the kids ain't there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And so did they took the money, right? The cops and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm like,
no, not the cops. What's the name took it? Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm at first I was kind of confused. I'm like, okay, like the cops are in on this and they just watching this happen because it's like I know that it was that Detective Buckley, whatever the fuck that nigga name is.
Yeah.
I know that he's shady, but what about the other people?
He's not a cop anymore. And I think maybe he just because he was part of the underground, like the shady cop. So he probably paid them to like, hey man, come with us to this bus.
Yeah, that was crazy. That whole scene was intense.
Right.
But what I feel like it's Louis at the end of the day, and Louis, like you're starting to see like little small shit that Louis is doing, and I feel like it's gonna come to a head. You know what I mean? Louis don't give a fuck. I feel like Louis cares about Jerome, but she ain't thinking straight. Like you're gonna get Louis killed. You know
I think Louis is gonna get killed.
I mean, not so you're gonna get Jerome killed is what I mean to say.
Oh, Jerome gonna kill. He gonna get killed by that little girl. I think Louis is gonna get killed because, like you said, what you're saying it makes sense now. And like I said, when I saw her in the second episode, I was like, she's gonna be there. And every time you see her, she's around Jerome.
I think she's gonna kill Franklin.
I don't think so, man. I don't think Franklin gonna get killed. I think Franklin going to jail.
I mean, the character that he's supposed to be, portraying is still living, but I think that it's loosely based on that anyway.
Right.
Like I don't I'm not 100% sure. I feel like I don't know. Prediction wise, like if I was writing this, like I would have Franklin probably die, but it would be like the end. You know what I mean? Like it would be like the last episode, last couple of seconds, like something happens, like he get caught up, you know what I mean, by shit. Alton come back. Like nigga, you thought I was gone, nigga.
So when I heard when Franklin sent his girl to deposit the money and she got back and he said only me and you can access it, right? And she was like, yeah, only me and you have access. That let me know he's going to be gone at the end and she's going to have all that money with his child.
Oh, his baby mother.
Yeah, so he's going to jail. I don't think the only reason I don't think they'll kill him because it just it'll be overly dramatic if they kill him. Louis dead for sure. Jerome's gonna be dead for sure. Teddy's gonna be dead for sure. Gustavo's gonna get out. They could probably go back to Mexico or some shit.
Yeah, wouldn't that be crazy if everybody just died? Like I don't think a series has done that yet. Like nigga, just everybody.
They have Sons of Anarchy.
The people were still living. Like Chick still survived.
I'm saying, the main focus is his mama was dead, everybody else is dead, and then he does the poetic death.
You think?
No, that nigga dead.
I'm just playing. But
another one of the greatest shows of all time.
Absolutely. Top three.
Top 5.
Okay. That's white though. But so the what were we talking about? The
predictions.
Yeah, I know we're talking about the prediction, but what were you saying previously about
Franklin?
Like how you think he's going to jail?
I think because even though it's based on Rick Ross's life, they're not sticking to that story, but at some point they have to do the crackdown on drugs, which they did in real life, and they just started arresting everybody.
Yeah.
Teddy gets killed, the government turns their back on everything Teddy did and puts Franklin in jail for everything he did.
Man, I feel like that would just be so like, what do they call it? like anticlimactic, cinematic, whatever do they call that shit? Like when it's just like it ends in a way to where it's like I don't want him to just go to jail. Like that's not satisfying. I'd rather him survive and be on the beach somewhere with his money. I'd rather that ending than him just to be in jail.
They can't do that. He gotta go to jail. That's
just trash. I hope not.
Because the reason why I'm saying that he gotta go to jail, that's what they did in real life. Like
I get it.
the government was serving the drugs, letting the niggas get the money for them, and then at a time it was like, oh no, we gotta shut all this shit down.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that they go away from that story, because I feel like the whole Rick Ross thing, I feel like that was over like maybe by the second season. I feel like they changed the story once John Singleton passed away.
Oh yeah, I could see that, but I still think because I can see that, but it's still based in the reality of what was happening at that time.
Right. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess we will see, because right now it's looking real shady. Like even his baby mama looking shady to me, because
He's always looked shady.
She went from not wanting to fuck with it at all to now she's setting up shit. She was just like, oh, we got it all together. You know what I mean? I was just like, I wonder if she gonna try to play this nigga at the last minute, her and her mama.
I predicted that when I watched the season before this, when she just popped up out of nowhere and she kept talking about her past, but she wouldn't really talk about her past.
Yeah.
So that whole time I'm like, oh, she's shady. I even thought she was gonna set up Jerome and Louis. I thought she was trying to help Franklin like escape with everything.
I think
you remember in the last season, they were at that restaurant, the drive-by happened, and then she was like, she told Jerome and Louis, give me your guns.
Yeah.
What did she do with those guns?
Shit. I don't know. I just thought that she was just a down ass girl or whatever, and she just did that shit on the fly, and they never really said nothing about it. I mean, because she can get guns at any time. So it's like, because Franklin had guns in the stash.
So my thing is like, just thinking about to that season, every time she did something, it would be something like, what the fuck is going on? And then they wouldn't bring it up again. Because it was like, give me those guns. First, she's talking about her past and her mama taught her this and she used to scheme and all of this shit. And then that scene happened, give me those guns. Don't say nothing. She showed up to dude that got shot in the wheelchair. She showed up to his spot, had a whole conversation with him, and then they don't talk about it no more. It's like they kept doing shit like that with her.
Yeah, that's true. She could definitely be one of those people that you see at the end on some like just snake everybody.
Yeah, and she said, she was like, yeah, I set up the account. Only people with access is you and me. So if he's not there.
Yeah. Hey, I guess we will see, because it could go a lot of different ways. Like at this point, I just like for a fact, I know Louis and Jerome ain't gonna end up with this money.
No, Jerome gonna be dead.
Or end up on top.
Louis gonna be dead too.
I feel like they dropped a hint, and I don't know what the hint was. I could be looking a little bit too deep, but when she dropped that origami swan, I was like, that was her like her
bad omen.
Luck charm, or bad omen or whatever. It's like, oh, you fucked up now, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like you literally sealed both of y'all fates.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're gonna die together or if Jerome might kill her on some like, that's my nephew shit.
Honestly, it could come to that.
Because you see, he's conflicted.
Because you see how mad she got when he was like, he got the text or the page. He's like, oh, sister cooking dinner. And she said something. He was like, my sister cooking dinner. I'm going. Ain't nothing else to talk about. She had a little attitude like, nigga, you still fucking with them. Like, nigga, he told you from the beginning.
Right. Yeah. They're gonna definitely separate in a not so good. I don't think they're gonna end up together, but I don't think they're gonna die together either.
I don't think they're gonna. I don't know who's gonna kill Louis. That crackhead dude might kill Louis. The cop.
Buckley?
Yeah.
Possible. But I think I think Kane is gonna kill Buckley.
Because he was part of all of it.
Yeah. I think that's because they're not putting him enough on his character right now. You know what I mean? Him being in the hospital, but once he get out, I think all hell gonna break loose.
Yeah, and now that I'm thinking about all the conversation that was had. What's Franklin's mama name?
Sissy.
Remember, she was like, "What if I could offer you an opportunity to walk away from it all?" I think she's gonna end up with Franklin's baby mama on that beach you talking about, raising the grandbaby.
Possible. I can see that too.
Because she's tired of this shit too, and I think she's trying to help Franklin escape it, but I don't think he's gonna be able to escape it. The nigga, he's going to jail.
Yeah, he's too far in, and I always looked at anytime I see a movie about drug dealers, I know it's going two ways. Going to jail or this nigga's gonna die. Like you don't never see movies where this nigga he didn't made it out of the
right.
You know what I mean? It's like, oh yeah, I sold enough drugs. It's like, and I feel like they're always saying, like, I think Franklin was just like, I'm almost out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
Right.
almost out of the game. This is all I need. I had this, and once I get that, like, I'm done. Like, no, you're not, bro. Like, you out. Like, nigga, you get all that money, you are either gonna die or they're gonna arrest your ass. Nigga, like, at some point,
Man,
you're not gonna make it out.
I just in my mind, I feel like I wrote the ending. I feel like Gustavo's going to set up, like he said, he's going to set up Teddy for Franklin. Sure. Franklin's going to have a face-to-face with Teddy. Franklin's going to kill Teddy. Gustavo's going to get his money and be gone. You're going to get that 10 million and be gone. It's going to be a face-to-face Franklin and Teddy. Franklin's going to kill Teddy. The fucking FBI is going to rush in. You just killed an officer.
But he's not an officer right now, though, is he?
He said he's still connected.
Yeah, he's still connected. And I think they're trying to get him his position back too. So depending on if he gets his position back, yeah, I can see that happening.
That's how he's going to jail.
Man,
I'm gonna meet y'all down there. Hey, go to the beach. I just gotta handle one more thing with Teddy, and I'm gonna meet y'all down here.
Yeah, I could see that. I can see him actually being on the beach and like everything is just fine. He think he didn't, you know, then you see helicopters and shit like the fuck? Pages.
I don't see him making it to that beach. I think it's gonna be I'll meet y'all down. It's gonna be the last hug for the mom. The mom gonna be begging him like, come now. No, I gotta handle one more thing with Teddy. I gotta wrap all this up, mom. And then the girl gonna be like, Franklin, you know, with her crying face, nah, you gotta go. I'll meet y'all down there. Just get out there, be warm. It's gonna be like the last goodbye. And it's gonna be a showdown between him and Teddy. And right after he killed Teddy, that nigga going straight to jail.
Damn. Oh man, like, it's been a good series though. It's just parts of it though where, just like I was telling you, like those small parts with Teddy and Gustavo, like I get it, like it's a part of it, you know what I mean? Like it's all probably gonna come, you know, full circle. Those parts are just kind of like they take me out of it. And I think that's the only part about this series that, you know, brings it down for me, like rating wise, putting it like above certain shows, you know what I mean? It's just a great show. It's just that part. And I think that just has something to do with, you know, my own interest. But
I don't think so. I don't think it maybe the difference between this and The Wire, it doesn't linger enough to irritate me. Because they'll go to Teddy's part, they'll be there for a minute, and then they kind of leave it. But in The Wire, you're damn near get half an episode with that bullshit. Like I don't care about none of this.
Yeah. Real shit.
So I don't think it lays on it long enough for me to be irritated. Like when the Teddy part come up to where it's like, God damn, like just move. I don't feel like that.
How do you feel about the way like Sissy has came into her character? How do you feel about her character now? Like
I feel like Sissy has she got to the point where it's nothing to lose.
And she didn't kind of like fell into it a little bit, but she's also working with old boy, the one that Gustavo looking for.
I think her whole purpose is to get Franklin out. She's ready to leave.
Yeah.
Her whole purpose is to get her son out because that's like the last person she got to love. Her brother, she loved him, but it's like she blames him for everything Franklin's going through. Kind of rightfully so, but she's blaming him, and that's like the last of her husband dead. Franklin is all she got, so that's why her whole thing is like, we got to get out. But lucky for her, she got a grandchild on the way.
You think Alden dead?
The way they showed him go out, I don't believe he's dead. But also the way they're not going back to it. Maybe that's them being a genius with how they wrote it. Because with Peaches too, that's why I said, why do they keep bringing up Peaches? I wouldn't be surprised if Peaches show up out of nowhere.
Well, yeah, Peaches definitely. They're gonna show him somewhere. I don't know what episode, but he's coming back. I don't know if he's coming back or they're gonna find him, either or.
Right. And then with Alton, I wouldn't be surprised either way. I wouldn't be surprised if he's dead. I wouldn't be surprised if he's still out there wherever they at waiting for her to come back.
You feel like Sissy knows where like Alton's alive?
No, I think Sissy thinks she's dead. Okay. But because remember when she said the way Alton she never said he died. She said the way he disappeared.
Yeah.
She blames Teddy, but she's like, the way he just disappeared on me. It's like Teddy, when he showed up, he could have been like, I need you to just leave. I don't want to hear about you. None of this, you know, because he got a heart sometimes.
Yeah.
So it could have been one of those like, I just need you to disappear. I don't ever want to hear from you again type shit.
Right. Get a nigga some dollars. You know what I mean? He went out like his other character and paid in full.
But he already got dollars though. I think didn't they go with money?
Oh, you talking about when they went to Mexico? They had some change.
Yeah, so I think he just told him like, I need you to disappear because they never showed him get. Whenever they don't show somebody get killed, it's like in my mind, it's always like, no, that nigga ain't dead.
Right, they living. Even when sometimes when they show them, you know what I mean, like BMF, and they show Lamar get shot up, that nigga he just survived really. After he got shot all them times, so he 50 Cent now. Yeah,
but either way, I know we didn't really talk about no storylines, more like a recap and prediction. Yeah. I do like how they swung out the gate. I do like how they jump, like you said, jump into the shits. I don't want to see a whole video of, oh, this is where these people at, this is the piece they're dealing with, and this is the recap with a long ass song playing. We don't need that. Like, just get to the shits.
Music montage and shit.
Yeah, we don't need that. Just get to the shits like they did. I also feel like the big Crip boss, he gonna get killed by a dude that was trying to sell that car.
You said the big Crip boss?
Yeah, the one that was hitting the switches. He was like, you can't hit both switches. I know what I'm doing, cuz.
Yeah. All right, is that what's his name in the thing? I know who you're talking about though.
I can't remember his name.
Is that the dude that took Leon's place?
Yeah.
Dion. His name is Dion.
His name ain't Dion. It can't be Dion and Leon. You lying.
I swear it's Dion. They call him like Big Dion or some shit like that.
I don't know. I don't believe that.
Now I'm about to look that shit up. I could swear his name was Dion.
But the way, okay, so they do a lot of lingering on people for it. It's for a reason. Because when he told dude like, no, I ain't buying that car anyway. Yeah. They kind of linger on dude's face, and he kind of looks irritated. He kind of shakes his head, but they're still lingering on him. It's like, he already said he ain't buying the car. Why are you still showing this dude?
Yeah,
I wouldn't be surprised if he get killed.
Oh, he's gone because he's not important.
Yeah.
I feel like niggas that ain't that important is out.
Do you think Leon coming back?
Yeah. I definitely think he's gonna show up at some point. You know, he ain't gonna just write his character out and say he went to Africa. Like, I do think he will be back at some point for something. I don't know what.
Huh.
You know what I mean? Maybe what's her name? The girl that he was with got hooked on that crack out there in Africa.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I honestly, I don't think they're coming back.
You don't think so? It was just like a rap for them, that character.
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Yeah, his name was Big Dion.
Man, get the fuck out of here.
Your name Big Dion, bro. Big Dion and Leon.
Man, get the fuck out of here, man. Get the fuck out of here. So I think Teddy gets killed by Franklin at the end. Then Franklin goes to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Jerome gets killed by the little girl. I honestly think what's her name, the auntie. I said I think she's gonna kill by the crackhead, but now I don't, because when you said Big Dion, or not Big Dion, dude in the wheelchair gonna kill him.
Yeah.
I think she gets killed by the girl's best friend.
You don't think she gonna do what she said? Because she said she was gonna just dip. Her and her son.
You got all them kids. How she gonna leave with all them kids? And she keep telling them your mama gonna be back.
She also said she was in love with Franklin, low key. Well, not in love, but she wanted to smash Franklin. So I was like, you think that's
when it was? I think that's just girl talk.
You don't think that's gonna come around and like, you know, he gonna get her to stay because she like him, and then they're gonna do something, and it's gonna kind of like, you know, get into their little love triangle kind of. So you don't think that's gonna happen?
No.
Okay. I just feel like they said it for a reason. That's all.
No, I think they were just having, it's like nasty girl talk.
Yeah.
Like girl, that's just how they talk. But I think it's going to build up enough to where it's like you think Louis safe at a certain point, and then she's there in the shadows of pop her ass.
Watch we all be just wrong.
I'm definitely not wrong about Franklin though. Out of all the shit I'm talking, that's how Franklin's going down. Franklin, that because they keep showing that they convenient with the airport. They're gonna get on that plane, and the mom's gonna be like, "No, Franklin, you need to come now." Like, nah.
Yeah. I definitely don't think he's gonna get away scot free, but I don't think he's gonna get arrested. I think he's gonna die.
Nah, they're gonna play that one of them old school like Isaac Hayes songs, and he gonna be looking around. The one tear gonna drop. Get on your knees. It's gonna be one of those. It's gonna be like FBI bust. It's gonna be some big shit.
There's one thing about this show that is epic, nigga, is that music selection.
They be putting some shit.
Some Franklin walked out of that restaurant, step into the darkness. I was like, man, every time, bro. Like, remember that time? I forgot what song it was, but I think it was last season. That girl Tita, he was messing with, like, she had snitched on him to I think it was Man Boy, and all you saw was that cane in his.
When he dropped the cane?
Yeah. No, not when he dropped the cane. I'm talking about like when he came to her house and heard her conversation, and you heard that song kicked in. I forgot what song that was, but that shit was, man, that song selection. them oldies are always gonna make good soundtracks for any feature.
Hey, before we stop talking about this shit, that exchange between Jerome and Franklin was like, them niggas need awards for that.
Yeah, they ain't gonna get it, but
no, hell no. But it's like, it's just like the uncle and nephew conversation. Like, he's like blaming himself, but at the same time, it's still fucking you. Like,
yeah, you can.
When he slapped the shit out of him, it was like that shit was like more realistic than anything, because that's how your uncle would get at you. That nigga was like, that nigga slapped the shit out of him. He was like, you put your hands on me, and that nigga slapped him again. Like, nigga, what's gonna happen?
I don't know about you, but you only can get one slap out of me before I'm more on my guard. Like, hold on, wait a minute.
Nah, man,
that nigga slapped the shit out of him twice at a table.
The reason why I say it's realistic.
I just get slapped across the table. That nigga, I thought he punched him, but he slapped him. That nigga, he ate them slaps too.
But it's because it's your uncle.
Man, yeah.
It's like the respect you got for your nigga. The biggest nigga could run up on you right now, and you gonna take off on him. But when it's your uncle, he could be smaller than you. You still gonna have that in your mind, like, damn, like I can't. You know, it's like that respect is always. Even his uncle beat his ass early in the season, but that respect gonna always be there. Like that hesitation.
Yeah, the way Franklin screamed, like he was just like, like fuck, like I can't kill my uncle.
Yeah,
nigga to slap the shit out of me too many times. I can't whoop his ass. You know what I mean? I feel like at some point, I don't know if he gonna kill his uncle or try, like if the girl don't kill him, because it's enough at this point. You know what I mean? Like he know that there's no turning back. Like his uncle is totally like, yo, nigga, you stole from me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But Frank, I don't know. I feel like they both have points because he was like, yo, I came down here. I thought, you'd be like the best thing that ever happened to me, like me helping raise you, this, that, and the other. But you turned into like this snake bitch made ass nigga. I was like, God damn.
I didn't think he was gonna go there with it.
He went there with it. He was just like, you turned into this person, and you know what I mean? Like he's thinking it's his fault. But he was like, nigga, but I put you on. You know what I mean? He was like, you could still be some muscle shirt wearing, speaker selling ass nnigga.
The way he switched, so I'm thinking it's like a loving moment, but you could tell like it's a point where he damn near hates this nigga. Because he was like, man, I just thought, he said, I thought he was gonna be like, I never thought you would just be part of the game. You know, something just saying like attaching to that. But he was just like, you old selfish bitch made ass snake nigga. I was like, God.
That was crazy. That whole, just like you said, that whole dialogue between them definitely deserves a right. That writing, the acting, everything was
the whole scene. And then Jerome, like he's still trying to be tough, but it's like it's killing him inside.
Yeah. They definitely deserve something for that. I don't know what it's gonna be. I don't know what kind of TV awards people get. It's like then like Emmys.
They probably get the Black Awards.
Yeah, something. I was like, that for that scene, crazy.
Because he was like, nigga, just kill me. And you could tell he meant that shit. Like, nigga, I don't want to have to kill you, basically.
Yeah, and that's the only reason why I think that little girl's gonna kill Franklin, because it's like now she sees, like she might be putting pieces together.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because it's like Jerome didn't have nothing to do with her daddy's death.
Her daddy worked for Jerome.
Right, but he ain't have nothing to do with him getting killed. So it's just like she might see, okay, this guy pointing a gun at the dude that my daddy used to work for. This might be the nigga that killed my daddy.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I mean? It's just like she putting pieces together in her own little mind. Like who the hell she at the table with? I know she wasn't by herself.
I couldn't see who was at the table with.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna find out soon. If they keep putting her in the episode, we're gonna find out who she's gonna kill.
She's gonna be in every episode.
Yeah. You kill my daddy?
It ain't even gonna be that. It's just gonna be she's gonna be the tears gonna be dropping, she's gonna be pointing the gun like step into the darkness.
For real. I see it. I see her being in the last episode for sure. Just like once Franklin, what I'm telling you, once Franklin get to where he think he's good, she gonna be right there with a desert eagle with her little hands.
Hey, look, this is hella funny. This is what's gonna happen. It's gonna be another standoff with Franklin and Jerome, and she's gonna be there with the gun, and she's gonna be pointing at both of them, and she's gonna shoot it, and the episode's gonna end. We ain't gonna know who she shot. The next episode is gonna be Jerome dead because Franklin still got to go see Teddy.
Oh, but what you said could be literally the season finale. You know how they do that?
It can't be a season. It's a series finale. This is a series finale. There ain't no more seasons after this.
I mean, yeah, I'm telling about like the last episode of the series. Like this could be it. Like that could be the last episode, and they keep us on a cliffhanger. Like you don't know who she killed.
If they do that, niggas will find these writers.
I've seen it happen, bro. Like shit, you see how they did what's it called? What's that one show? The Sopranos? This shit just went blank.
I ain't watched that shit.
Me either, but I saw the ending.
I ain't see the ending either.
Yeah, I saw the ending. It was just like it was a cliffhanger. So same thing with you ever see Ozark?
Yeah.
Yeah, same shit. It's like you don't know who them kids killed.
What was the cliffhanger?
They could have killed their parents or they could have killed the old cop.
What are you talking about?
Okay, so when Ozark ended, you know, remember that cop? He had the little goat cookie jar or whatever in his hand, and then the kids they had a shotgun pointed to that nigga like, okay, like you ain't about to take my parents to jail, but they didn't show him kill. They could have been mad at the parents, like, you know, I'm tired of living this life. I'm gonna kill my parents and then just move on.
Are we talking about the same Ozark?
Yeah.
That's not how the series ended.
It did.
No, man, that ain't what I remember.
What you remember?
I remember happily ever after. They killed Justin Timberlake. The Mexican sister killed Justin Timberlake, and then they were going back to the other town.
Justin Timberlake.
You know, the girl looked just like Justin Timberlake. What's her name? What the fuck is her name?
What are you talking about?
What's her name? The country girl with the top ramen hair.
You talking about damn, what is her name? I know they killed her, but that's not how it ended like that. But what the fuck was her name? Was it Ruthie. So yeah, they killed her, but then at the end, remember the detective that was always sneaking around and shit, always showing up to their house, knocking on the window and shit like that?
Yeah.
That was the ending. Like you remember that little goat cookie jar that had the ashes of her brother in it?
Yeah.
So he came to the house. It was like he found out what that is. It's pretty much like, yo, we about to wrap this up. Like I got evidence, and I'm about to take y'all in. But then the boy, what's it called? The main character, the brother, he came in with the shotgun. He came in with the shotgun and pointed it, and then you heard a blast, but you don't know who he shot. He could have either shot both of his parents because he didn't want to be in the drug game no more, or he could have shot the detective. That's how it ended.
Oh no, he did. I got to go back and watch it. Damn, I don't remember ending like that. But
watch the ending. That's how it ended.
The ending was more of a they were out of the game. So it wasn't like after that. It wasn't like if dude didn't show up, they were gonna keep selling drugs. They were out. They were done.
Yeah, but you never know. I feel like it was a cliffhanger of like them going. They were just tired of their parents, or he was tired of his parents. You know what I mean? It's like he don't know if his parents gonna get back together. He was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I ain't going through this.
Right, but I mean, him shooting the parents don't help nothing. I mean, because they were about to go to jail anyway.
It's just that you didn't know. I felt like if they was gonna kill a cop, they would have just showed the shit. The fact that they just cut it out, that's what made me think like, oh well, who the fuck got shot?
Oh no, I gotta go back and watch that because I don't remember that shit, man. Yeah. But anyways, in this one,
that's because it was a bullshit ass ending. I was mad too. I was like, what the
fuck? I don't remember that. Yeah. And in this one, I think leaving that type of cliffhanger doesn't do the show justice. The show has to end with something happening to Franklin.
You think going to jail is a good ending for him for the
I
show?
I think something has to happen.
That's trash.
The reason why I say going to jail, because that's the real life of it. That's what happened to the niggas back then. They was in jail for years for selling drugs, even though the government knew about it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, if they're sticking to that, the reality, then yeah,
they
sure.
have to. They have to. Like Teddy has to get killed because he was the main part of it. It's like the government cover up. They have to cover everything up.
Or Teddy go to jail.
Nah, Teddy dead.
Teddy gone.
Teddy dead. Teddy's gonna get killed by Franklin.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out next week.
I mean, that whole conversation with Gustavo, what justice does it do if Franklin doesn't see Teddy face to face?
Oh no, he's gonna see Franklin.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't know if Franklin's gonna kill him.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because Teddy's the reason for this season.
For sure.
So he has to die.
Yeah. But what about Gustavo? You think Gustavo might kill him?
Gustavo home free. Gustavo just don't want no more. He don't want no more parts of this shit. His whole goal is to get out of this motherfucker.
He might die too.
Nah. Gustavo taking that money and they going back to Mexico with them kids.
Because like you always like no matter what, like you feel for Gustavo. You know what I mean? You almost feel like he shouldn't be a part of this anyway and all of that. So I feel like the care for him, they're gonna take him out just because he's a character that people like. You know, he's likable or whatever. Like you want to see him do good, see him be with his family, and they're gonna off him.
Nah, it's like the people that lost the most. Gustavo lost everything twice. And then like I said, the Sissy, she lost everything twice, basically.
Yeah.
They deserve the peace at the end.
When did you stop liking Franklin's character? Like when did he turn into like a villain for you?
I don't think I ever stopped liking Franklin's character. I don't think there's ever been a point where, because it's like his reasons for doing what he's doing, it may be selfish, but everybody benefited off of it. Like I can't. There's no point where it's like, oh, this nigga went too far.
Yeah.
I don't have a point where I didn't like Franklin.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like he's his, of course, his character development. Well, with his character development, he's went from, nothing to something. You know what I mean? He's a totally different person now. You know what I mean? And
right.
I feel like now, like it's not about him just winning. You know what I mean? Like that nigga's he's just like greedy now. You know what I mean? It's not about him just getting out, with the hood, making a couple of dollars. Like that nigga wants it all.
At the same time, if you put something together and you got to a point where you're comfortable leaving and somebody comes and takes it all from you, I can't get a little bit back and be satisfied.
But he got it back.
He didn't get the 70 million. He got 5 million.
Well, he didn't get 7, yeah, but yeah, that's true. That's because Peaches got most of it, right?
No. Teddy took 70 million from him.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. So I'm thinking about the Jerome and Louis money.
Yeah, he took 5 million from them.
From them, yeah. But Teddy got the bag. That's
Teddy
right.
got 70 of them things.
Okay. Yeah. So what you're saying makes way more sense. Like as far as him killing Teddy.
He has to.
Damn, $70 million. I would have just took the 5 and kept it pushing. Like fuck it.
I don't think so, man. I don't think you would have. Something in your mind go like, but this nigga took 70. I gotta take this 5 and go sit down.
That's like me going to war against somebody that just is untouchable. Like that nigga's a fucking FBI agent, low key. He got connections up the ass. The only way I'm gonna get this money, even if I kill him, I might not get this money back.
You thinking logically?
I mean, it's just like, okay, you think he's gonna give it up? Like, hey man, I'm gonna put a bullet in your head. You gotta send me this money.
I don't want him to give it up. I want to take my shit back.
But where's that? He can find Teddy, but not find the money.
Or he could find Teddy and the money.
That's possible too.
It's so look, there's a win and there's a victory. So if he finds Teddy and kills Teddy, don't get the money back, he still won because nigga, you took everything from him.
Yeah.
But a victory is getting all the money and killing this nigga. Sadly, he's gonna win then lose because he's gonna find Teddy. He's gonna kill Teddy, and think he. I think okay. So this is where this is the fucked up thing. So he's gonna get that 70 million back, but that's not gonna be enough. He still wants to kill Teddy. Yeah. Gustavo's gonna help him get that 70 million back, but then it's gonna be like, I still have to kill this nigga. Like that's not gonna be enough. So Gustavo's gonna help him do the setup to get Teddy. He wants Teddy dead.
Yeah,
and that's gonna be the downfall.
Yeah. Woo. Yeah, it's gonna be one of them ones, man, because it can have like so many things are just like it's all predictions, right? Like we're just trying to like figure it out. So many different things could happen.
Right. And in the first two episodes in the motion that they're setting was perfect. Like I can't say it was a part where it felt like it was dry.
Oh yeah, this shit is like that. It was that movie Crank. It's just going.
Yeah, it's going.
Going into probably the last episode. It ain't gonna stop. The only time we're gonna get a buffer is when they take a break. You know how they take a break middle of the season.
Fuck, and they're gonna do that.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's the only time we are not gonna like, damn. Only time we're gonna slow down. I feel like they don't have enough time to like have an episode of filler.
Right. They don't, but the cool part is you're not comfortable with anything they're doing right now. We don't have in our mind, we don't have nothing made up to where it's like, yeah, that's what they're doing.
Nah, I don't.
Everything's up in the fucking air.
You still got Scully. I mean, like, I don't know what he's gonna do. I mean, it seems like he at peace right now and is on some other shit, but I don't feel like his character is just that. I feel like he's gonna come out of the blue. So he's still there. I mean, you got Big Dion, he's still there. You got Kane, he's still there.
I think even with everything he's saying, I think Scully's out of it. I think Scully's just Yoda now.
That's fine. I just feel like if he's gonna be like Yoda, right? Like if I see him another, I can see if he was just in this last episode, he gave her the origami, she drops it, and that's kind of like just like you said, a bad omen, right? But they keep on showing him, he's there for something.
I think he's there for the spiritual part of it. He's there for the warnings.
But for who?
For everybody. Because even when he said, because he knows dude in the hospital. What did he said?
Yeah. He was like, nigga's a lion. He was like, yo, this nigga's a fucking lion.
Yeah, he knows everybody in the neighborhood. Like he knows everybody. So it's more so he's just there for spiritual advice because that's his path now.
So who would he give advice to now?
Franklin.
You think Franklin's gonna go to Scully?
I think either he's gonna go to Scully or he's gonna run into Scully, and Scully gonna drop the knowledge like he tried to drop with his uncle. Because remember, he was like, "Man, you need to make peace with that." And he was like, "Nigga, you getting them pages?" He was like, "That ain't by accident. You think that's by accident?" He's just dropping knowledge.
Scully also, even though was that the girl that got killed last season, right? The one that went crazy and killed Big Boy or whatever. Yeah, I don't think that he's done with that.
I think he is.
Yeah, I think that he could still be seeking some type of revenge for his kid, his baby mother being killed.
So the reason why I say he's done with it, remember when he came to the hospital to kill Louis? And they had the whole spiritual thing where he had that breakdown.
Yeah,
that was it. I think this is who he is now. He's done with the bullshit.
But Louis didn't kill his baby mother.
No, he went up there to kill her because of who was it?
Jerome killed her.
Yeah, so Jerome killed her, but he went there for revenge. And then they had the spiritual shit, and I think he's just done with it. I think he's lost enough too. He's one of them characters lost enough too.
Right. They lost because that was his kid in the car, right? Yeah. Ain't no telling. Ain't no fucking telling, bro. But so far so good.
Right.
The whole season with the season.
And remember my prediction, everybody. Remember what I said. At the end, Franklin going to jail.
He gonna make it to where he's supposed to be. Yeah, I got two predictions. He gonna make it to where he's supposed to be, and then it's gonna be like just a scene of helicopters and shit like that. And they ain't gonna show him go to jail, but he gonna get caught, but he gonna be where he's supposed to be. Or then the second one is the little girl killing him.
Hey, another prediction too for the ending. It's gonna end with Franklin looking at his child through the glass of the prison because his baby mama brought the baby to visit, and he gonna be like, "I'm sorry, you know, this life it ain't for everybody." It's gonna be one of them spirit, you know, them poetic endings where it's like you break down life. He on the phone talking to the baby through the glass. It end with the walk on by. I don't know why that song's in my head. It's gonna play sometime in this.
Or right, and I ain't gonna keep on going because this episode is gonna go forever. But I feel like they're showing a lot of kids in this season so far. Mm-hmm. You got Diamond's kid, you got the little girl. They might fuck around and off his baby mother so he can see how it feels to lose seed.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Just like, oh, that's your baby, you know what I mean? Like the baby don't make it because his baby mother don't make it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? These kids that could be a part of it. These kids is in these man, they show another kid in the episode.
That could be some shit though.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, I feel like that little girl, she's been in 2 episodes so far. Mm-hmm. And not long enough. They opened the episode with her, right?
Yeah, she was sitting on the stoop because her daddy didn't come home.
Right. So she's like a product of the drug gang.
Yeah.
She's going to end up killing Jerome.
Okay. I'm sorry.
She's going to kill Jerome, and somebody's going to have to kill. She's going to kill Jerome, and Franklin's going to have to kill her.
The little girl?
Yes.
Oh, hell no. I don't believe that one. I believe she going to kill Franklin, if anything.
She ain't killing Franklin.
Yeah.
She's going to shoot Jerome. Franklin had the tears coming out of his eyes because you just killed my uncle. Now you got a decision to make. You got to kill this little girl.
This nigga gonna go kill a season on her. But
never kill season.
hey, don't. But yeah.
That's our predictions. We didn't really recap these episodes. We talked about it a little bit, but it is what it is. We just happy that it's back, and we want to give our full prediction. We never got to do no other seasons, so fuck it. Yeah. But do leave your comments down and subscribe and share the word.
Yeah, let us know how you feel. If you made it this far, let us know if you believe one of our predictions or you got your own.
And I mean, the way I predicted it, it sounds the most realistic for what they would do.
Yes, and it sounds like the dry ending of like like what's his name's real. I mean, it happened like that. I mean, he literally went to jail. You know what I mean? And it's like he's out now. Like I've literally seen this in that web. We did a march with him.
Yeah, I've seen interviews, all kind of shit. He out here. He out here.
Yeah, like I swear to God, like I was right next to this nigga. We did a march for Black Lives Matter. He was just down there in a hoodie. I'm like, nigga, I know you got some money somewhere, nigga. I know you. No way you broke.
But I'm not even saying because they stole it. I don't say stole it. Well, he said they stole the story. I'm not even saying it because of that. I'm saying because they're still based in the reality of what was happening at that time.
Yeah.
Franklin has to go to jail.
Yeah, we'll see, man. This is Black on Black Prime. Subscribe, like, share, all of that. And we'll see you for episode 3.
Hey, we everywhere too, though. So,
oh yeah.
And hey, you know what? Saying about him, who you think whose ending makes more sense?
I'll take it.
Mm-hmm. You take what?
I'll take whatever they got to say. if they believe you, they believe me. Hey, but yeah, subscribe and all of that.
Peace out.
Later.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our YouTube and Spotify and follow us on IG and TikTok.